Hey everybody, what's going on? Brad Jost here, host of the Jurassic Park Podcast. Today's video is actually going to be another Jurassic Haul video showcasing all the items actually that I picked up over the course of the last month, which was actually August. So like I said, August haul in September. I'm filming it in September. It's releasing in September, so I'm a bit behind. Back off. I just didn't get around to recording it prior to this, so you're going to have to wait until now to see everything that we got over the course of August, most of which you probably already saw here on this channel, some of which I have not showcased, so we're going to show some of those newer items as well. So, let's start off with one of the ones you have seen, the Suchomimus. It's amazing. I've said it time and time again. This thing is probably my favorite item from the new Mattel toy line. This thing is pretty awesome. I know I say probably because the Super Colossal T-Rex is like real high up there. This is just as far as the core 3 3/4 line goes for the humans. This is peak of all those things. It's better, I feel, than the Carnotaurus, the Allosaurus, a lot of those. I think this thing is phenomenal. I love it so much. It just has the motion here with the head and the snapping. It's so good. It is so good. I hope you guys can see the coloring and it translates well enough, because this dark blue on this goldish mustardy pattern along with the spine, it's phenomenal. I just cannot get over it. It has not left my desk since I've gotten the thing. So yeah, this is a must-have. So if you see this on the shelves, or if you see it available online, I know some of these toys are hard to find online, but if you see it, pick it up. This thing is incredible. So that's enough for the Suchomimus. While we're on the topic of Suchomimus, I actually picked up one of the mini dinos, and it is a Suchomimus. So this thing is really cool. We haven't showcased it on the channel here at all prior to this. So the mini dinos, we have seen them before here on the channel, but this is new. I think this is a Wave 3 item for the Mattel mini items. So the head is a little, I don't know if you can tell, it's a little tilted up and interesting shaped and all that, but I love it. I think it's so great. I've been carrying this thing along. I took it on a trip with me up to New Hampshire. The thing was like, in all my pictures and stuff like that, wherever we went. My kid was playing with it. It was nice to occupy him when we're sitting there waiting for dinner or whatnot. This little toy, any of these, I think are pretty fantastic. But this one, I had to get the Suchomimus. Luckily, somebody passed along the code, so I knew which one was which inside those bags. So you can see the gold is not as detailed in the splattering along the back as it is here on this little one. But it does have the gold or mustardy sail, the big legs, big feet, and the jaw does open. The hinge is actually near 90-degree angle there. I don't know if you're getting all this in the video, but this thing is fantastic. I absolutely love it. If you guys get a chance, make sure to pick it up. Feel around that bag. Try to find the Suchomimus. It's fantastic. On the same scale here, the Spinosaurus. I have not picked up the actual Mattel Spinosaurus, the bigger one. Hopefully, I'll get that pretty soon. But the mini dino is actually pretty nice. The eyes are interesting. They're like inset and almost non-existent. I don't know if that's even picking up whatsoever. But the jaw does not move nearly as much as the Suchomimus. So that's a little bit nicer, but it actually barely moves at all. It doesn't really close even. But there you go. It opens up, and the sail is painted. It's a very simple paint job on this, with the gray and the sail with a red, orangey color, sunrise looking color, sunset, whatever one, I don't know. And then the white in there as well. This is a nice little item. I picked this one up on purpose as well to go with the Suchomimus, and I just dropped it on the ground. So I like those two little mini dinos. They're on par with their size and scale. So That's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's talk about some of the newer Wave 3 items. We've got the Min-Me. I showcased this one on the channel. It's so cool, and it's fit in very nicely with a lot of the other toys and their scales. This thing, it's like so tiny in comparison to stuff like this. Like, the Suchomimus is huge compared to this Min-Me. It's very mini. Was that done on purpose? By me, yeah, that's for sure. But it's a mini dinosaur, basically. It's not mini on this scale, but look at that. It's almost the same length. It's almost the same. Like, it kind of is the same scale, but it's not. It goes along with all the 3 3/4 inch figures. It's a lovely little dinosaur. It's great to go along with like a Claire figure or something like that. I think it's like a nice little pet to go along. It's a fantastic little detailed thing with all the rubbery spines on there and bones sticking out. It's fantastic. So there's a lot of motion to it. It's a great little item. So definitely pick this one up if you get the chance. That's the Min-Me. It's wonderful. And at the same time, I actually picked up the Pro Ceratosaurus, which is very nice. It's like a kind of on the scale with the Raptors. I think it's in the T-Rex family ultimately, but it's very small in scale. It matches up nicely with the humans. I did showcase this one on the channel as well, but yeah, it's a cool little item. Definitely an interesting carnivore compared to all the other ones. The mini carnivores are, kind of all the same when it comes to like the Raptors. Sorry, I'm like looking at all the toys over there, trying to compare it. The Herrerasaurus, it's a bit different than that one, but yeah, definitely on the scale of the Raptors. Nice little item, painted dark. We don't have a lot of Raptors painted that color, so that's pretty cool. Or we don't really have a lot of any of the figures really painted that color. So I do really like the Pro Ceratosaurus. I'm mixing up all these dinosaur names. It's tough to keep track of. Also, we do have the Herrerasaurus. So I did showcase the Battle Damage. I think I showcased that one a while back. I don't know. But I know Tom Fishenden actually did this one. He picked this one up a little while back. This is the red Herrerasaurus that matches the version that's in Jurassic Park, the game. Now, that game is not really considered canon. There's some aspects you can pull in. And Mattel decided to pull this one in because it very much reflects the dinosaur in that game. So it does have that nice range of motion on the head, a giant, opening articulation with the mouth. I can't even get it open anymore, but that's really cool. I do like this item. I do like it, but it's interesting. It's not my favorite dinosaur design out of all of these ones. It's got this interesting, like, hunch kind of back to it. The arms are kind of, like, pointed inwards. And, yeah, I mean, it is on scale with, like, the Raptors, the Gallimimus, stuff like that. But it's interesting. It's not my favorite of the sculpts and stuff like that. The coloring is very hyper-realistic, I think. It doesn't really fit in naturally, I don't think, with a lot of the other items on the list. But it's cool. And it does go along well, like, in terms of, like, sculpt and all that with the rest of the figures. So pick up the Herrerasaurus if you do get a chance. It's really cool. It goes well with your Battle Damage as well, so pick that one up. And, so you have a little herd of these things. So, where do we go from here? Let's continue with the dinosaurs. I actually picked up a lot of toys this past month. So this is part of the story pack for Stiggy. Now this one was also showcased by Aaron Beyer. He picked this one up first. He did a nice little video on it, so definitely go check that one out here on the channel. But this one actually has a different motion than all the other Stiggies. So it has this like in and out motion, and you go up and down with the tail, and it produces that action there. So this is a very nice one to go along with the, the Battle Damage Stiggy and the Attack Pack Stiggy. So I have both of those, and I have this one. This one's a nice little sculpt. I like the size compared to the Battle Damage. The Battle Damage was a bit bigger. But this one's nice, and the paint job is really good as well. I think it's on par with the other ones. And it also did come with this little human figure, so you get a good look at him here. So this is basically just a standard random mercenary. I mean, he's kind of got a beard. He's like a very pencil-thin beard. So he's all dressed in black, and it's actually the same figure as Wheatley. So that's a bit interesting for me because Tom also showcased Wheatley, which we'll get to because I did pick up that one as well. And this is the same figure. This is exact same figure minus the face. The face is a bit different. So actually, why don't we just pull them in? So we have Wheatley and we have the mercenary. Their pants are identical. Their boots are identical. The pockets and the shirt, everything's identical. The hat is fairly similar, and the face is the only thing that's really different here. So I don't know if you can get a good look at them or not, but that's Wheatley, the bad guy, one of the bad guys from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the Great White Hunter, as they call him in the movie. And, there's his figure there. It's a decent figure. I'm a little upset about the fact that some of these mercenaries and the villain figures are very one note. Like, they're all the same. These are the same. Their tones are the same. Like, this guy's literally just wearing black, 100% black. And Wheatley has slightly different tones of brown or tan. So, change it up a little bit. Give us a little bit more variation. I know Wheatley looked like this in the movie. So, it's a good representation. The face is a little bit different than his actual face, but it's close enough on the 3 3/4 scale. But yeah, this is how he looked in the movie. I get it, but I kind of want some variation. If you're going to change things up, change it up on this guy. Instead of just giving him the all black, give him something else. Give him a little bit more pizzazz, jazz it up a little bit. I want to see, some evil raiders type stuff. I want to see some, I don't know what the line was, but the T-Rex Turner, the Jaws Jackson, those kinds of guys. See something like that, because this guy's a little standard. He's nice, his sculpt's nice, his figure, like the face is nice. He's got the little earpiece on there. I don't know if you can pick that up in the video here, but he's got an earpiece on. So it's cool. It's a decent piece. You'd see this guy probably at like Lockwood's Mansion or something like that. But I just want him to add a little bit more to it, to jazz it up a little bit, to give him some spice. So there's the 2 human figures that I picked up. It is nice, with all these dinosaurs to get human figures, so I'm very happy about that. So let's see, what else do we have here? I think I covered all of the dinosaurs so far. So let's move on to Barbasol. You guys saw the video. Barbasol sent us some, a sensitive skin can, and a soothing aloe can. I love these things. They were kind enough to send us this little care package. I did the whole unboxing. I'm sure you watched it already. And since then, I've shaped up a little bit. I cut under here. I cut up here. I cut in here. Up here. Probably anywhere else surrounding the beard. I cut it because they sent me that awesome shaver. I've been using that thing. It's fantastic. This stuff's fantastic. Got to get that sensitive skin going, Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes it burns. And the Indoraptor, as we learned, is a sensitive dude. So, Blue is more of like the aloe, I need that soothing aloe type of dinosaur. So she knows what's going on. But thank you so much to Barbasol again for sending out these awesome limited edition cans, which will be on the shelf soon. I don't know when specifically. There was no announcement or anything like that. So definitely, if you're going out to your local stores, Targets, Walmarts, ShopRites, anything like that, keep an eye out because you will find these things on the shelves very soon. And also, they're doing the Barbasol Shave Club. So if you make sure to check that out online, you can actually get a discount. I think it was like $3 if you enter the code Jurassic Fan. So make sure to enter that code on their website, and you can get $3 off your shave club. So that's pretty cool. But you got to trim up. That's what this is all about. You got to trim it up, make the beard look decent as much as it can. Who knows if it actually does look decent right now. I can't judge that. But you can use these to shape it up and make everything look good. So thank you so much again to Barbasol. Now, if you've been on our channel, I'm sure you've been super annoyed. Like every other day, it's been like trading card, trading card, trading card, trading card. We got a lot of trading cards here. We've been going through these things like nonstop. And, there was a period of time I was doing videos every weekday here on the channel. There was a few days I actually was like sick last week, so I didn't get a chance to do a lot of videos. I ended up, I think, with just like one video. This week was a mishmash of stuff, so I got some videos. I didn't get them all up, but I've been doing these trading cards. I finally wrapped up the ones that I have so far. There's a ton of duplicates in the later videos, parts like 3, 4, 5, or 6, or however many. But there's been a lot of duplicates, so that's been aggravating, I guess. But it's good for you guys because I'll eventually give these things out in prize packs and stuff like that. So that's a good thing to have those available to give away. But of the ones that are not duplicates, I think there's some really awesome cards in here. Now, I know they've been hard to pick up, recently because they've been like sold out, but there's some good stuff. Some good shots like this Maisie. You actually won't see this in the movie, this shot. So that's kind of nice. This actually, here's another shot you won't see in the movie, is like this outtake here. So there's a lot of interesting cards here. Stuff that's really good. Stuff that showcases like just a nice shot of the Ford Explorer upside down. That's stuff you can't really get anywhere else. So it's nice to get these trading cards. They have some fun facts on the back, or they're just like either a 3D card or glow in the dark or something like that, or press and heat or something like that. I don't know, but they're nice. They're a nice pickup. They're very cheap. They're like $1.99 or something like that. You get 7 cards, so you just got to be worried about the duplicates. But share them with your friends. Give them out. Give them away. Do whatever you got to do. Pick up these cards while they last because they're hard to get. I've been finding them at Target every now and then. If you're in the register aisle, all the way to the side, there's like one aisle devoted to trading cards of all kinds, like game cards and stuff like that. So make sure to pick these up if you can. They're very cool. And check out all the videos. We have 6 different videos on there, so you can see all the different varying types. There's probably a lot more out there still. Maybe we'll get back to doing them soon. I don't know. Next up, I wanted to showcase an item here. I've been trying to do this video for like the past 2 weeks or so. I've not gotten the chance to do it. I wanted to get it out before this Jurassic Haul video, but I didn't do it. So being sick, having a ton of other content to produce, didn't get around to it. But you see, I've been working hard. This is the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Junior Novelization. This thing is really good. I really enjoyed it. It follows the book, or the movie, the book. What am I talking about? It follows the movie very closely, but as you can see here, these are basically all differences, all these post-it notes in here. So there's a lot of differences in this book from the movie. So there's some really cool stuff to cover, some interesting plot details, some switches between the dialogues and the characters and whatnot. So I think it's fun at least to look at because this is probably something that was produced prior to the movie being finalized and all that. They maybe had like the original script and maybe the script got changed, or when they're shooting the movie things changed, or they had to cut stuff in the editing bay. So it is kind of interesting to look back on how things were, or how they could have been in a different incarnation of the movie. So there's some fun details in here. So we're going to sift through this. I'm going to actually have a pretty detailed video showcasing all the differences and stuff like that. So it won't just be me talking to the camera. I'll probably do a lot more to that video if I get the chance, hopefully sometime soon. But it's got a nice little cover. It actually follows the format of basically everything else, some Mattel stuff, all the other stuff. It follows the same format with the volcano. On the back, it actually has a little synopsis. It says, "The rain begins again. Return to the park with Owen, Claire, T-Rex, and Blue, along with new dinosaurs, more awe-inspiring and terrifying than ever before. But as the volcano island erupts, putting the prehistoric creatures and humans in danger, will anyone or anything survive? This junior novelization retells the whole exciting adventure and features 8 pages of full-color scenes from the movie." That's actually right. I forgot about that. It actually does somewhere in here. There's full. I don't know where they are. Why can't I see them? Oh, here they are. Yeah, there's 8 pages in here. So there's full-color stuff. These are basically like the trading cards. So it's kind of cool. You got these nice little shots, sort of like the trading cards. So maybe those are some of the trading cards that we're missing. I don't know. But this is the junior novelization. I also found this at Target, so make sure to pick it up. Here it says $6.99 US, $9.50 Canadian. It's from Random House, and let's see, is there an author or anything like that? Novelization by David Lumen. And it does say based on the screenplay written by Derek Connolly and Colin Trevorrow and characters created by Michael Crichton. So pick it up. It's awesome. It's worth the read, even if you already know the movie, obviously, but you want to learn more or find these fun, interesting details, make sure to pick up this junior novelization of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. And the last item I have here is actually a notebook. So I've been looking for, a notebook to take notes in while I'm doing the podcast or something like that. I'll try to do that to try to keep up with, like, for instance, the mailbag or something like that. If people are sending in their voicemail and they have, like, a long list of questions, I want to try to jot that stuff down. So I was like, you know what, let me get a Jurassic World themed book. So I got this one, Escape the Island. We've seen this. This actually leaked out pretty early on. So here it is in the physical form, just in time for school and all that. So that's why it's out on the shelves now. It's got the Pteranodons, a volcano, the Triceratops, Stegosaurus, T-Rex, another Stegosaurus, Escape the Island. Let's see, what's on the back? You got just the Jurassic World logo and stuff like that. So it's a nice little handy book, school book, basically. It's just a loose leaf paper in here or whatever. So nothing special about it, nothing else. That's it. There's no pictures, nothing else, no words, nothing. So Escape the Island. If you guys are out there and you need a little notebook, pick it up. So that wraps up my video here on all the items from August. What month is it again? I don't know. It's not even August anymore. It's September. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to find some of these items, I'll probably showcase some of the links if I can in the notes below. But make sure to comment below. Make sure to let me know which items you have. Which do you like the most? Which do you want to pick up? Tell me below in the comment section. Also, go to JurassicParkPodcast.com. Find our articles, our show notes, all the episodes, videos, everything over there. Head to iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Download the podcast. Make sure to leave a review over on iTunes specifically. That will help us out the most. Head to Twitter, I guess. We'll start there next. Go to Twitter. Make sure to follow at Jurassic Park Pod on there. We do most of our discussion and all that stuff over on Twitter. Head to Instagram at Jurassic Park Podcast. Same with Facebook. We're both on both of those platforms as well. Also here on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment below. Tell everybody you know about this podcast and these videos, because this is more than just a video format. It's actually mostly an audio format. So make sure to download that as well. But thank you so much for watching, and enjoy.